And welcome back. We are currently on the day of the event. Dawn has come with rosy fingers, uh, except for Ripsaw, who has been woken up quite before dawn by a doggy who wants to go for walkies. Um, we'll remind everybody that it is a giant floof dog. And I have this wonderful new picture here that I will save and then put on the thing so we can remember the fearsome beast that you are accompanying. Right?
Of course.
What is it that you guys want to do for today? There was a little bit of talking about things as I was coming back from break.
Dozer's going to use that new drone mount he put on top of the chuck wagon to get the warg down and get that thing set up for use later that evening.
Okay, with a bitchin' sound system on it, I'm sure.
Right. Which reminds me, I'll have to years it out later. He's also going to kind of scout the food competition and talk up his food truck for trogs and for even lesser folk.
Sure. Do you want to go ahead and roll a cooking to get an idea?
I would very much like to do that, yes.
And we can go ahead and roll the hits from that cooking into like an etiquette or something to So, if you want to go ahead and tell me what everybody else is serving, you may go ahead. You have full narrative control of the food situation, sir.
Oh my goodness! So Dozer's, looking around, and he sees that the one place that's serving the RFID tag food that isn't his is got this like watery slop that's just shy of like 3-day-old potatoes and like not a lot of other stuff, bunch of soy, just absolute ass of food. So he starts directing all of them over to the food truck. They've got a couple of places with the turkey on a stick, funnel cakes. The guys that come out for carnivals and Ren fairs are also coming out for this because it's basically the same thing. So you've got your somebody doing like elven Indian tandoori food, and Dozer would make sure to talk that stuff down because it looks terrible. And he talks about the authentic potato stew that was made from I don't know, like 14th century BC recipes found in the ruins of Byzantium and other bullshit. Gosh, what else have they got over there? They've got bread bowls.
If you need a moment to continue thinking of the various things that would be here, I can.
Sure.
I can.
So,
go ahead.
which of their trucks has dandelions?
So there are at least two trucks that have like pitas filled with with salad, and I am positive that there is dandelion in some of them.
Awesome.
If you were Shadowrunners, you would arrange for it to actually have proper dandelions in it. With 10 hits on your cooking, you could probably have snuck that somewhere into their actual food if you want.
Okay, I'm totally down for that.
Anybody else doing anything of interest other than taking the dog for walkies? Very insistent walkies. There's so many people here that are new and so many different smells and all of this food.
All Star's gonna go scope out the grounds a bit, just to see where everything is set up, where the actual reenactment will be taking place, and so forth.
Sure. Do you want to go ahead and roll a perception test, and we'll see how things are. Whew. All right. So they have most of everything all set up. There's no like giant hill. So there is just like a large wall that has been put up. You can see where they have it set up like tearaway for when the air quotes explosive goes off to tear down the wall. Off to the side of that, there is some kind of like those runner lights that you have outside your lawn for your walkway. So I try to find the actual name for what those things are. That are set up to kind of replicate the effect of like the ramp that comes up to the main keep doors, and then there's a big like door thing with off to the side of it. There's a battering ram, but it's not a actual like tree trunk or anything along those lines. It's just a large round like PVC pipe that has a stretched piece of plastic over the end, so it makes it boom sound when it hits things. And then because you are kind of free to walk around as it is right now, you're able to see behind there is a Ren Fair keep is set up in the back that presumably, should you breach the front door and the wall, you will get to, and then there will be other stuff in there and get into that kind of stuff. You are free to add a little bit more flavor to it because you've got tons of hits. And if you want to write some of this stuff down that you guys have set up on the background, you may use it as you see fit to do things. I love your art. Are you down any edge, Ripsaw?
I am not down any edge.
You may have an extra edge.
Woo!
I trust that it will be used to do something insane.
Oh, you'll know it.
We need to save some eds so we can rally the rest of the orcs into a trained fighting force of berserkers that's going to pour straight through that break in the wall and start pounding on the keep doors.
You are more than welcome to pull an Army of Darkness training montage on these orcs.
I am feeling like I would like to do so.
How about this? We split the meta types, so I'm having a training montage with the trolls, and you taking all the orcs.
Sure, absolutely.
All right. I have a quick question. So, like, where the reenactment is taking place, how are the stands set up? Is it like stadium seating, or is it just like how it is like at a corral or a ranch or something like that?
So it's not like
or is it just people standing around?
It's not like stadium in that there are large amounts of seating, but there is,
But like stands?
sort of. Like one step up off of like there will be people standing, then there is a elevated section that has some places for people to sit so that you can see over the people that are standing in front of you, but they're not like piled onto the sky.
Okay. Now I was just asking because I'm looking for a good place to eventually summon a spirit where no one will be able to see it without having to turn around, because they'll be all facing towards the reenactment. So I was just like thinking if it's like stands, I can summon it on top of the roof or something. But
So the summoning happens in the astral. If nobody is astrally perceiving, unless you suddenly take like 10 points of physical damage, there will be no identifier to.
yeah, I understand. But in order for a spirit to affect the material, it has to materialize.
Gotcha. Now I know. I thought you were just looking for a place when you went to summon it.
No.
Yeah, there's probably a couple of places around that you can easily have it do stuff from, depending upon what it is you want to do to cheat here.
Okay.
Because that's basically what you guys are doing. Ripsaw, can I get my +2 animal handling roll from you?
Oh God. Yes.
I mean, you are dog sitting. Alright, yeah, no. He does require, walkies and other fun things that being a pet owner is. So you can enjoy spending a couple of hours with the dog and taking care of its various needs.
Oh, that's fine. This is all part of my plan.
I mean,
by the way,
it's going
I
well.
need to get one of those extra orcs we have around if I can borrow one of them.
Sure.
And I mean, this is a reenactment. Can I find like a reasonably large piece of rope somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. All the quote-unquote horses are going to be running down that hill, right? What if we have a rope along the ground and this orc pulls it taut when they are running down the hill? And then, I mean, that's good enough on its own. But I mean, we already have all this dog poop.
Uh-huh. We do.
So they can just fall right into the dog poop.
So you're intentionally trying to have the dog handle his business in the area where the reinforcements, air quotes, are going to come from.
I'm willing to get doggy bags and move it over there if that's what it takes.
That is some dedication, sir.
I've owned dogs. It's not a big deal.
I can't believe we are mining the flanks.
If it makes you feel better, Oz, I could hear your facepalm earlier.
Thank you.
I could hear it, and I felt it deep within my soul. So this booby trap, because that is what it is. Are you trying to set it up stealthily, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right,
I'll set it up. I'm just gonna get this other orc to pull it when the time comes.
Sure. Go ahead and give me just a stealth roll to see how well you're able to do things.
Sure.
Dixie, you haven't gotten up with any shenanigans. Would you like to?
No. I'm actually just trying to keep an eye on Ripsaw. I'm a little worried about her. No.
I can't imagine why.
Can't imagine why. So I'm gonna keep an eye on her and make sure none of the orcs give her any trouble.
So you have noticed that throughout taking the dog for walkies, she is picking up after it as one does, but doesn't throw the bags out and is kind of stockpiling them.
Oh.
God.
So you may confront her about that if you wish.
No, that's all right. She wants to hoard poop. That's her business.
That is what she is doing.
So, have the folks on the other side started setting up yet?
Yeah, there was a couple of people who got here the night before. You heard quite a bit of merrymaking and some music coming from like their tent, and there were people walking around in cosplay / LARP / period appropriate outfits and kind of doing their thing. These breeders and halfers and keebs all seem pretty into it from a strange perspective.
Now, call it the Shadowrunner in me, but if we're cheating, they're cheating.
So
I'm gonna go look around and see if they've set up anything cheaty.
Sure. If you want to go ahead and roll some perception dice. And anything else? Like, are you just kind of wandering? Or are you trying to be sneaky about it? Or are you trying to...
I'll try and be sneaky about it.
Sure. You may roll either stealth or etiquette. Because believe it or not, setting up a poop rope is not something that etiquette can help you with. So. And then a perception dice.
Oh, wait. Does that mean I see Ripsaw setting up the poop rope if she's doing it by where the reenactment's going to be taking place, since I'm over there as well?
How many hits did you get?
6.
Given as you know, Ripsaw is not a stable individual. I'm pretty sure that you would be at least have a hint that something is up to him. Like, you can't exactly see what she is doing, but you see her kind of milling about in this area, which is like the one hill on this field, because they got to come heroically over the hill.
Yeah.
Is doing something over there. So with one hit on your perception dice, it doesn't look like they're doing anything untoward.
Okay.
There are a couple of people who are dressed like Gandalf. but most of them are of the gray variety, not the white variety. You only see one person dressed in the white variety because clearly he is somebody of importance, which maybe he actually is a mage. You don't know.
I don't know.
No. So our training montage. Would you like to roll some kind of relevant skill to see how well your montage goes? Because we're looking for a scale of like 0 to Ash Williams.
All right, so I think I can probably start off with unarmed combat.
I mean, if you had some kind of speech that you wanted to make to kind of inspire them, you are more than welcome to do that. To use something else.
I don't have one written down.
Me neither.
I know, right? I don't know if you take any of the inspirational speeches from any of the B level action movies we've had in the past half century. Give them nothing, take from them everything. Keep your head down, stay with your squad, and stay alive. Don't go anywhere without a battle buddy. Rip and tear until it is all done.
Sure. But yeah, no, if you want to go ahead and roll whatever it is you wish to roll for a training montage. Same with you, Lightshow. Let's see how well you do.
What skill do you want me to roll?
Whatever skill you want. If you had snuck them all laser guns, you could roll lasers. I don't care. It's more of just like a general fighting thing.
Well, I don't have enough lasers for that, so
What's wrong with you? Why don't you have enough lasers? I thought you were a light show.
they are expensive, okay? I already own every available sort, but I don't have a lot of them.
I need more lasers. Are you comfortable with your 3-hit training montage?
Shit, no.
Okay.
7 is better.
7 is a much better training montage. And whatever you want to throw, Lightshow.
So, I'm not going to be rolling a weapon skill. I'm going to be rolling gymnastics because we're going to have some agile fucking trolls on this set, climbing walls and shit.
Okay. I love it.
So, I'm going to roll with parkour here instead.
You guys ever seen those scenes where they have the guys that are at football practice and they're like, and they have the tires set up and shit? No, go for it. Let's see what you're.
Because it's more fun, I'm going to be edging this as well, pre-edge.
Sure.
Fuck, I accidentally exited.
He's like, nah, these guys all suck. I'm out of here. Let me. I mean,
I am super disappointed with those rolls, but yeah.
That's not bad. It's 4 hits on 14 dice. That's about mathematically average.
Yeah, well, I was hoping for more than average. Can you blame me?
They're a bunch of unwashed trolls. What do you want from them?
Meh.
I'll give you the option. There can either be 2 people who really are into it and good at it and pick up quite fast, or you can have a bunch of moderately gymnastic trolls.
I'll go with a bunch of moderately gymnastic trolls.
Okay. Just giving you the option here. Oh god. Let me go ahead and lean in here real quick
Mistake.
and read whatever this is that Ripsaw has written. Let me go ahead and just copy. Oh, Jesus. I may have made a horrible mistake by trying to copy and paste it onto the table. So was this something that that you wrote to give to Dozer to speak, or is this something that Ripsaw is all about doing?
This is shamelessly stolen from Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. This is the speech that Aragorn gave at the Black Gates, except replace all occurrences of men with trogs and Orc Underground. I'm willing to give this speech if it comes down to it. I just thought it was funny. And I mean, Ripsaw did just watch Lord of the Rings. So
Yeah, no, Ripsaw is all about it.
Yeah.
Great. Is there anything else you guys want to do throughout the course of the day? There was some talks of some summoning something. There was some talks of further sabotaging the food trucks, or if Oz come up with anything else he wanted to do.
There will be no summoning done at this time, as I would like to remain conscious.
Well, you can take.
Yeah, if I can sabotage some food trucks, I'm absolutely sabotaging some food trucks.
You did get 1,000,000 hits on your cooking roll.
I did. I mean, I could just with 1,000,000 hits on the cooking roll, I could just talk them down so mine sounds amazing. But I mean, why stop there?
Yeah, I guess just give me like a sneaking roll, and we'll see how well you can sabotage a place. I'm imagining there's an edge coming.
Yeah, there is. Keep it for combat. Why would I?
So, how many food trucks were here besides yours?
I'm going to imagine there is going to be at least 3 others, because that's typically how it does. There's one who serves nothing but like soy calf and like ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that does the rib sticking carnival food, your giant meat pies, the turkey legs on a stick, and then there's one that's supposed to be like a noodle cart. And I'm thinking that with judicious sabotage to the propane, none of them will have burners to actually cook anything.
I was going to ask how you intend to sabotage them. So let me ask you this: what time of the day are you intending to sabotage them?
I'm going to sabotage them. Like, there's going to be a lunch rush, and then there will be the dinner rush before the actual event.
Uh-huh.
So in between the lunch rush, probably about 45 minutes before the dinner rush is set to start, I'm going to start sabotaging those gas lines so they are unable to utilize their burners.
Sure. And you're able to fairly confidently get that taken care of. They will probably have an okay chance of maybe serving their non-heated stuff, and right. I am sure that you have. Actually, you're a professional criminal. You will probably not sabotage all 3, because it's one of those things of, there's this 4th food truck here, and it's the only one that's not having problems.
Right. So one will probably have the gas lines
tampered with.
The gas lines muddled with. One will probably lose like cart power. Like, oh no, the batteries have been punctured with something and they're leaking, and now we have no power. And then the other 2 will be fine. So like the coffee cart and the totally not stamp wagon will be just fine.
Sure. Which will then only put more people to eat at the totally not stamp wagon. I imagine you have also spread the word amongst your orcish brethren to not eat at the stamp wagon.
Yes, it is totally cool to eat the stamp wagon for lunch. Don't go there for dinner.
Fair. So, if nobody has anything else nefarious they want to get up to, or any more art to...
One very important thing I need to do.
Okay.
So, when I get my foam sword,
uh-huh,
I need to paint "Ye Old Bad News" on the side of it. Very important.
I can approve of this. Less paint, I imagine. No,
Well,
there's
face
probably
paint,
somebody around that.
Augmented reality. Augmented reality.
Well, I was gonna say there's probably somebody around that has some arts and crafts that you can get your hands on to get the paint out, because emergency costume repairs. This is a very serious pastime and hobby.
Yeah, we have white face paint for the hands.
Yeah, which there will be somebody to do for you guys, because you got to keep historically accurate.
Fantastic.
I like you have a speech bubble now. Do you want to ask the person nicely to borrow some of their paint supplies, or do you want to try and steal them?
I will ask nicely.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and roll some kind of etiquette or social dice and see how much help they do? They are more than happy to help you with your costume and compliment you on the various other historically accurate adornments that you have made, including your chainmail.
I bought it at a store. I didn't make it myself.
It's like, oh, and then it gets a little bit of that. You're not really in for it. Clearly, you must make it yourself. Otherwise, you're cheating, right? What's the point of cosplaying?
Right.
But if you guys have nothing else, we will get into the twinkling twilight of the day when, historically the battle took place, and we'll begin with that if nobody has anything else.
Alrighty.
So the horn is sounded, which is really just a giant AR speaker thing to kind of get everybody's attention, to let them know that, all right, here's the brief overview. You guys are going to be over here as the approaching army. Here is the wall, and then they will hand out a couple of torches kind of things. That this is how, if you guys can get to the thing in the wall, this is how you set off the wall coming down, and it'll alert everybody to get away and kind of step back off of that, around that section, so that it's safe to come down. And then we will resume the event, and you guys can begin to pour through that day. You're not supposed to go to the battering ram until after the hole is breached. If you guys get the hole in the wall and the outer wall breached, you guys can then move in. Everybody will come into the next section of the inner courtyard, and we'll begin the assault on the keep. And then we will worry about, you will notice the spotlight will come on to signify the morning sun when reinforcements come in from the east, and you will see that there's a bunch of people standing around with their stupid horse things around their waist, kind of like, and that's where you guys are. Does anybody want to try and get their hands on one of the bomb torches?
Nope.
I mean, that means I kind of have to die, so no.
That's fine. It can be one of your buddies. Oh no, this works out. It can totally be the guy that Ripsaw talked to about the
poop rope.
The poop rope. So this way he has a reason to be off the field and can set up for the poop rope trip. And bad things will happen to these people, and that's unfortunate. I like how you labeled the spatula, and that it was not a taser because of taser wave.
I mean, I kind of felt like a spatula would be more appropriate when he's in the totally not stamp wagon than a taser, but I could be wrong. I mean, I still have a second hand free, so I could write and paint out a taser as well.
Oz, are you back? I saw you popped off for a second. I guess that answers the question of that he is not back.
All right, I'm back now.
Excellent. So, as historically, the orcs are the aggressors. Not that, they would paint things in that fashion, because that is incredibly racist. You guys will have seen the three guys dressed up in all of their fine regalia from the previous day. Everybody's going to kind of start taking their places, and the elves and stuff are going to get their bows that really don't do anything except for shoot AR arrows to trigger your armor and stuff. They kind of line up in front of the wall because nobody actually stands up on the wall, because it's not exactly a load-bearing structure. But, thematically they are up there, so you are not supposed to be able to sword punch them. There are a couple of people that have been given as part of their equipment siege ladders, which are more or less just a like on a
Carpet?
They're like a carpet square or a like a base in baseball that they have to get up, and they have to put them down in the area before they are allowed to then assault the people on the other side. But yeah, no, it is on you guys to assault the place, as everybody kind of lines up, waiting for the sun to go down, and just kind of looking around in a very confused fashion. Because
how many of us are there all together?
There's about, I want to say, 150, 200 orcs.
And trolls.
Orcs and trolls, I'm sorry. There's about 199 orcs and trolls and a ripsaw.
And a dog.
And a drone.
You are riding the dog
Darkly.
now? Are you riding the dog now?
I don't think we ever decided, am I riding the dog or am I riding the drone?
I think the drone is more load bearing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
For a heavily
suspecting the
cyber-
dog would have a serious bad time if you tried to sit on it, but
Yeah.
it would be really funny.
My other plan for the dog, since I'm not going to be on the drone, is assuming, of course, because we talk about all these things, is I will bring dog treats, and I will use my non-aerodynamic throwing skill to throw dog treats at people and have a very large dog maul them.
I do not think I have words for this plan. Could you
That's
go
fine,
ahead
I'll
and
take genius.
if you want to go ahead and roll your +2 animal handling, and we'll see how well the dog is doing at current.
So this is starting right before sunset, right?
Yeah, the actual, like, air quotes, war, battle, fight will take place shortly after sunset, so that it's actually dark. Not that that means anything, considering the amount of fake lights and such that is going on.
It means something to me, okay?
Oh, that's right, summoning of spirits. Apologize. So yeah, no, dog is apparently all about this plan. One of its favorite things are apparently fetch and treats, and you're going to combine them.
So, Dozer is going to start calling out an Orzet. They're gonna play the drums and sound the horn off of the warg rider, indicating Ripsaw. And once that's done, and it looks like the keys are about to break, that's when you're charging in, heading straight for that place where we're supposed to put them torches, and then we blow the wall and we just start tearing into people.
Do they all know that their opposition is going to get a massive case of the shits?
Dozer is going to allude to it. So when the horns sound, they're going to look pretty scared for a reason. If they're running, let them. If they don't, they're fair game.
Okay. Oh man, Dozer, can you roll me edge real quick, just to see how on target you are with your digestion and pooping?
Fairly on target.
Yeah, no, you're. It is brilliant in its simplicity.
It really is.
No, this is not the shittiest plan. I'm not giving you edge for that.
No
I've
pun
given.
intended. No pun intended.
No, that pun is totally intended. So everybody's kind of lined up, kind of ready to go. There is a little bit of a nervousness in the air because everybody's kind of looking back and forth between the two groups and to kind of where the sun is beginning to set behind the smog-filled clouds of Seattle. And as there's more art down here. Hold on, let me scroll down and see this.
That's the sunset.
Yes. As the sun kind of comes down and is fully beneath the thing, there's a little bit of an air horn, like a boing of an air horn, signifying, all right, you guys are in good. And as you kind of look across, you notice that the humans and the elves are kind of shifting back and forth on their weight a little bit.
All right. And Dozer's gonna raise his hand and gesture to Ripsaw to start the drums.
I start the drums.
Do you have any kind of appropriate skill, sir, for drums?
I have performance.
Please, sir. Please.
All right, let's do this. Get out of the way. There we go. Anyone want to leadership this so I can get more than 4 dice?
How many points do you have in performance?
1.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I can edge it. If it
Does
sucks.
somebody want to give an inspiring speech alongside the drums?
I think Ripsaw's got the perfect one there.
Yeah, I mean, Ripsaw kind of already has one, so.
And you are a native Orzet speaker,
I am.
so you may go ahead and give a ridiculous speech in Orzet. I like to imagine it sounds like Klingon.
I give my Orzet speech and I play my drums and I'm ready to charge the people who are literally shitting themselves.
Not
In
yet,
fear,
but
obviously.
very shortly they will be doing so. You cool with your 2 hits on your drums?
I mean, I get edge and roll 2 more dice. I just don't really know.
Just
if that's
making
gonna
sure.
help much.
All right. Do you want to then? Did you get by a rating 6 autosoft for the maneuvering on your drone, Oz?
I did get it, yes.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and roll 9 dice to see how dramatic of a charge you make on your Still Lynx mount? All right. Well, it's not exactly a charge, but you have begun moving forward. Everybody else has kind of begun banging things. Bang. Those of them that have swords are going to bang the swords on the shields and kind of saying stuff in Orzet, which doesn't really sound like a battle cry or anything, but it's still in Orzet at people who don't speak Orzet from a bunch of unwashed masses, so it's still kind of terrifying.
Lightshow is going to have, since I imagine the orcs are kind of going to be a little more berserker-ish, as according to history. So Lightshow is going to have the orcs he trained there. They begin going boom, boom, boole, boom, boom, just to have that more scary.
Go ahead and throw some dice of some kind. I don't know what you.
Well, everything social is shit for me, but I guess I can do leadership.
I mean, you could. You're trying to inspire your own team?
Yeah, more or less.
All right, yeah. Go ahead, take 2 extra dice, and if Ripsaw wants to, well, no, that was to see how well you performed the.
No. We begin going boole, boole, boom in rhythm to the war drum just to get everyone in on it. But I'm just trying to get the trolls to begin with me at first.
Sure, you can take Ripsaw's 2 points of drums as bonus dice. And anything you guys want to do relating to morale, you may do so. To kind of charge these poor guys. I have a bit of a threshold in my mind as to
So
I don't really care how this ends, so I'm going to spend. Wait, did I spend edge today? I believe I did. So yeah, this is going to be my last point of edge.
Well, that just means you're gonna have to do crazy stuff to get some edge back.
I know. I'm just stating that I'm out of edge.
Okay.
Ah, crap. There was something I was going to do that I forgot about.
What was it?
I was going to hit up one of my drug dealer contacts to get
Six
everyone
successes.
some hurlg.
Yeah, no, with a ridiculous amount of 6 hits, everybody gets into your chant that you have going on.
Good chant.
Oh god.
We're gonna go ahead and inflame these racial memories here, and we're gonna get Trogs pumped up to be Trogs. Remember who you are. Remember what you do. Give them nothing. Take from them everything, and watch out for their South entries.
and this will always be our Independence Day.
Right.
While everyone's all getting rowdy and fired up, I'll be like hidden in the crowd somewhere, and I'm going to roll to summon a spirit of air
Okay.
in a location where no one else would be easily able to see it, up in the night sky, and like they're like turning around to really look at it, but it still has a good vantage view of the entire reenactment area.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be. How much damage do I want to take today?
I don't know. What are you trying to do?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make it 4-6, so that would stay stun. Stun is good. I think stun is good.
In play, it heals off quicker, but for you, since you have 11 and 11, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true too. Okay, we're going hard. We're gonna go for Force 8 again. Okay. So I'm
Don't
rolling-
explode.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try. So
What is
11.
your, just real quick, what is your actual tradition?
It is chaos magic.
Okay. Just, things.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think things mattered if I was just getting an unbound spirit, but
More so that it will take. I am taking your tradition into account because you have 300 people here creating a certain flavored astral
okay.
impression.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, so I'm gonna roll 12d6 for Force 8, Spirit of Air, and I hate my life.
You do have, I
Can I-
believe, 2 points of edge.
I know I'm gonna use Edge.
Sure.
Why? Why would you do this to me? Goddamn dice.
Now, when I need you most.
Yeah, I know, right? Goddamn dice.
What are you talking about? That's 5. That's pretty good. There you go.
Compared to 0. Yes, it is.
You have
Oh damn.
5 services on your.
5 services. Okay. So,
What
first
is-
service.
What does your
Oh, wait, I
air
gotta
spirit
take
look
3.
like in a chaotic tradition thing?
It looks like chaos. I don't know. Wait. Let's say a dust cloud in the air or
Okay.
something.
Sure.
Let's nickname him Mr. Chaos.
Yes.
So-
Alright, so he comes at okay, I have to roll for drain now.
Yep. Versus 2.
Dun, 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 dun. Oops. Type. So that's 10. 10d6. Yeah, look at that.
You're good.
I'm good. No damage. Yeah,
Yep.
that works.
So you have an air spirit that is ready to do stuff. Do you have it? You want it to do anything right now, or do you want to just kind of have him
No.
going?
I'm gonna issue the command, and
I have an idea on what command I hope you issue it, but hey, we'll see what happens.
oh, wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember. Wait, air spirits don't have optional powers.
No, they have optional powers dependent. You have 2 choices of optional powers for it, given based upon its force.
Okay, hold on. I accidentally closed the tab
That's fine.
of the PDF.
Their optional powers are Elemental Attack, Energy Aura, Fear, Guard, Noxious Breath, Psychokinesis.
Okay.
Fear is a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Well, fear is not really a good one because everything runs away from it. So I'll take noxious, and what was the other one? I think So I'll take noxious breath and psycho. Was it psychokinesis, telekinesis?
Psychokinesis.
Psychokinesis. There we go. Those two.
Sure.
And my first wish. My first command shall be for I'm going to command it to cast accident on as many non-trolls orcs that it can. So it has 8 magic, so it can cast accident on 8 people at once.
Sure. Ripsaw, can you roll me edge real quick?
Sure.
She is no longer Ripsaw. She is Joan of Orc.
One moment, editing flare.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
Excellent.
Well, whatever. She's an elf. I don't care too much.
All right. Well, I was looking for like a glitch or something, like a no-hit situation for whether or not I would hit Ripsaw with it. But you're apparently orky enough for this.
Air spirit.
Mr. Chaos understands.
Yeah. Tom Sawyer, what did you get that for?
Getting convinced by yours mama to paint a bunch of her cars in exchange for getting some free paint.
That's pretty good too.
That is.
Man.
So yeah. So that was my free action, I guess.
In case you have not realized, things such as rules do not exist here.
No.
Not
Okay.
today. So things like free actions and combat
In that
turns.
case, for my second wish.
Just as a heads up, though, ordering a spirit is a simple action, not a free action.
Okay, well I still get 2 simple actions.
Right. I'm just.
Thank you.
Yep.
why does the air spirit have sunglasses at night?
Deal with it.
I couldn't find a good
God
way
damn
to
it.
create eyes, so he has.
They could be really
Shut
thick
up.
eyebrows.
Whatever. Okay. So anyways, whenever
He is Mr. Chaos, okay? Don't question.
when the opportunity presents itself, I also command the spirit to use its concealment power once it materializes
On what?
on itself.
Okay, just so that nobody notices it's there.
Yes.
All right.
While it's busy casting accident on everything else.
Why it's being incredibly man. There's gonna be all kinds of accidents going on here today. And then Dixie, you have your opportunity to influence this shit show that's about to happen.
Well, my plan is to find the hero characters, anyone that's portraying one of the leaders,
Uh huh.
and make sure they get a stink rock right in the nose.
Sure. You want to roll me a perception test real quick, and we'll see.
Yeah.
See how well that works out for you.
All right.
So you are able to see, totally not Sean Beam,
Sure.
because he is kind of walking back and forth the air quotes top of the wall that is there. You will notice that he does not seem to be having the same potentially digestive problems that everybody else seems to be having. Which, hey,
Yeah.
he's
he brought his own food.
he's an important guy. He probably was in the mead hall or something else that whatever's. I don't know. So with a grand total of an inspiring 2 hits from your drums and 7 from Orc Trog Etiquette and 6 from Light Show to a grand total of like 15 for the charge. You guys are gonna take this charge pretty well. Everybody's gonna kind of move forward more or less as though they were actually an army, which is kind of impressive given as the
We are an army.
yeah, I guess when you look at it that way, yes, you are an army. Given the general unwashed masses that you have around you, everybody looks pretty intimidating with their swords and their chainmail and that kind of stuff. Even the dog is getting into it and howling. It's kind of crazy. You guys will begin to charge. They will begin shooting at some of you guys with I love that Ripsaw has gotten dumber on Hurlg. So Ripsaw is now moderately intoxicated. Wonderful.
It's all right. That's what the drone is for, to do the driving for.
Hey!
Don't drink and drive, kids.
Right? Yeah, no. Especially not Hurlg.
Damn it! Now I want to bind this air spirit.
Well, you will have time later on to give it a shot.
Just looking at this photo, I'm like, he's kind of cool. I want to bind him.
But there will
I am glad to have been of service here.
as you guys will charge forward, several people will begin to take shots with arrows at you guys. A couple of people will blink yellow from it. Are you guys actually wearing your official
I am.
censored stuff?
All Yeah. stars.
The censored shirt is like wadded up and like tucked into Dozer's back of his belt.
So that he has it with him, but not
He
like
has it with him, but he's wearing the chainmail.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Light Show intends to have, well, I guess I should have mentioned this before, but I intend to repurpose the chain shirt so that it kind of looks like the busted pants I had earlier instead, so I can still charge topless. Also, I would have wanted to still have kept my kami snuck into my repurposed pants.
Oh god,
and
are you taking
pull it
Kami
out
for
during
this?
I intend to take Kami later on, but not before we actually have gotten into combat, so to say.
Um,
And I am totally having the metal helmet, or I guess ballistics mask that looks like a berserker's helmet, and I'm going to have my sledgehammer slash
Warm
shoulder
all.
club.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's-
warm all.
Oh man. And we have Drunk Ripsaw riding on a drone that has realistic features. One, did you go for a dog or a bear for it?
Went for a wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a warg.
So Drunk Ripsaw with a shield, a helmet, playing some drums on the back of this drone, charging valiantly towards them.
With a dog.
Somewhere in the chaos that is breaking out, you hear a couple of people yell for timeout, and then you will see a fairly decent swath of the people on the opposite side kind of make a very quick run off of the field towards towards the direction you know the porta potties are in. But there's still a bit of folks there, and they're gonna take let's just go with random shots at you guys. Those of you who are cheating do not need to roll to not be hit by random arrows.
Excellent.
Alright, never mind, apparently. So if you guys just want to make standard defense tests, we'll see whether or not you guys actually get hit, unless you're cheating.
Well, I kind of am cheating, but still I'm going to pretend like I'm not getting it.
You may have +2 for being a partial cheater.
Well, not impressive, but here you go.
It's alright, I didn't roll very impressively for random arrows.
Just for the heck of it, I want to cheat by casting Force 6 Combat Sense on myself.
Sure. You can go ahead and roll that out real quick.
Alright. So I get a +2 to the detection spell, so I'm actually rolling 13d6.
Awesome. Remember that you will be at -2 for sustaining of spells. After you have the spell.
Yeah,
of course.
I know after, yeah. Oops.
Nicely
Look at
done. So you will get a net of +4 to your not get hit with arrows.
Yep.
Ripsaw, were you also cheating, or did you just not roll?
Oh no, I'm absolutely cheating. I have like the thing like tucked into the chainmail somewhere where it's not accessible.
That's fine. I'm just making sure, because I knew Dozer was blatantly cheating.
I've been cheating this whole time. I'm not gonna stop cheating.
Right.
Well, to be fair, nothing has actually happened that outside of the horrific things you're gonna do to those poor porta potties.
We aren't gonna do a thing unless we incite a riot for all the orcs to go knock them over later.
I mean, one of my fears is having a porta potty knocked over onto the door. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
It's pretty terrible, yeah.
like
That is a justified fear.
it's right up there with being like eaten by sharks.
If we're lucky, they might knock them over themselves, trying to fight over who gets in them. We might even not even have to worry about it.
You don't have to get lucky. Accident is being cast randomly on 8 people every time.
Oh my god. That's... But yeah, also, you want to just roll a quick dodge to make it nice and official that you're not hit by any of these digital arrows.
Okay. What's dodge again? Agility plus reaction?
Reaction
That's-
plus intuition.
yeah.
Plus
Right.
plus 6
Plus
for
4.
your combat sense, -2 for your sustaining of a spell.
Okay. So +4.
Yeah.
Reaction. Intuition. So 8 plus 4 is 12. Look at that.
Nicely done. You are not hit by any fake arrows. It is a testament to your skill as a combatant. So, several of these arrow volleys will go off. It actually hits a couple of people. Most of them are blinking yellow. A couple of people will blink red, and they'll kind of go to the back. A thing that I probably should have mentioned is you'll get air quotes healed and be able to reinforce whenever you go to a next stage. Like if after you guys blow up the thing, any of your injured people will come back on the field because they didn't want to hire thousands of orcs. That's a lot of gross trogs you'll have to put up with.
A lot of money.
Yeah, at 20 million a head, man. And a cred stick. I forgot about the cred stick. That's pretty. It's pretty
That's
important.
like 20 more new yen, yo.
Right? You guys can also write down an official commemorative cred stick from the Historical Reenactment Society as part of your as part of your winnings from today. Oh man! All right, so your people that are holding their carpet squares are going to kind of toss them down and then motion for people to come up and kind of jump on them to be officially on top of the wall. I imagine you guys are at the head of that line unless you want to do something else to
Dozer's heading
I'm-
right for it, yeah.
I'm going to try to be of the team that goes for the ballista door up on the stair instead. Or
Okay, so you want to get in position to get the battering ram.
Yeah, to get the battering ram, yeah.
Okay. You gonna take your trogs with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my trogs with me.
Alright, so you have your parkour montage trained
Trolls.
trolls ready to pick up the battering ram, and as a coordinated team of dangerous trolls, knock down this door when the time comes. Ripsaw, you are on top of this drone, so to be officially onto the climb up there, you're gonna have to get off, because obviously a warg cannot climb siege ladders. Or, you know,
Or
you say that, but
or wait, how heavy does the drone? How much is the drone plus Ripsaw?
I don't know.
The drone is body 6 plus armor 12.
I don't think I can lift that. Then never mind.
What were you trying to do?
Levitate.
No, levitate is per because you're not actually going up climbing anything. The squares represent their little siege ladders to fake it. Like you have to jump on the square of carpet and stand there for a minute to, not an actual minute, but
Okay.
to actually get up there. So if there was an actual wall to be climbed, you could by all means lift it with levitate to get Ripsaw up there for better or for worse. Which usually is not what that phrase means, but in this situation it seems very appropriate. It's usually, weddings and happy events.
I'm gonna start this by rolling my composure for my thrill seeker, if that's okay.
Okay, go for it. Remember you're drunk.
I think that actually makes it better.
Probably, but rules are made to be
remember you're
broken.
Your
Alright.
rules have no power.
So I'm
here.
not compelled to just charge the lines, but with Logic 1 currently, Ripsaw kind of just wants to tag the plate and then just start hitting people, and people are gonna be like, "It's not fair," and then she's not listening because she's Logic 1
She's straight up
in the heat
cheating.
of the moments. I'm already cheating.
Yeah. No, so you will hit the plate and then you will be able to quickly get up there. Dozer, I believe you said you were front of the line for actual troll
yes.
punching or actual
Oh,
punching.
yes. Actual punchings.
Dixie, that you're getting closer, you can see that where the dwarf is,
Awesome.
mainly because he was, short, but you can totally see him kind of, because in the histories, Gimli didn't have a bow, and he had trouble seeing,
Right.
so he is kind of not really doing anything, because he knows it's not his time to be awesome yet, and he is fully prepared to be awesome when it is his time. But you are able to see him, and if you wish, you may
Alright.
track
When
him.
is this time to be awesome? If you don't mind me
Right
asking.
now. I'm going to edge this.
I love it. Well, good news. Throwing grenades needs to be 3 hits to stay on target, and this is more or less what this is. So yeah, no, you will be able to peg him fairly squarely in his dumb little helmet with a sponge soaked in some kind of stank fluid.
Stank oil, yeah.
Rotten egg, sulfur, nasty stuff.
Yeah, gross. And there'll just be a dwarven what the kind of harumphing.
That's racist.
Right? You will also notice that 2 of the guys that were standing near him kind of looking a little green. Well, upon the smell hitting their noses, they do that thing where they stop, drop what they're doing, and run towards the porta potties. Because clearly you have overpowered what control of their stomach they had with that smell.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, if nobody has anything to do, I'm going to get another round of arrows at you guys, those of you that are not cheating, and then you will officially be able to be sieging the top of the wall.
Already.
Can I full defense the arrows?
Sure. If you explain to me how you are full defensing the arrows, what is it that you are doing?
Well, we do have the what it's called, the door knocker thingy.
The battering
battering
ram?
ram.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
battering ram. So I kind of imagine the battering ram to have a roof. So I tilt the battering ram forward so we have the roof in front of us instead of above us to give us that extra bit of protection.
Sure. You may full defense the arrows. I'm actually going to give them 2 more dice because you are closer. Yep, you're good.
Is there? Am I near any of the defeated humans?
The defeated humans, not so much any of them yet, because you guys are still kind of like
We have to break down the door first.
you are making the assault, and as per the 20 minutes of video I watched yesterday, they first come up to the wall, put up the giant siege ladders, and then begin to do stuff. Excellent.
Okay.
Everybody is clear from the arrows as those of you on your are you hiding the fact that you're cheating or just frag these guys?
Frag these guys.
Okay.
What are they gonna do? Sanction me?
Like, you need to leave. Rah, punch.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you over the sound of how awesome I am.
Right?
You'll never LARP in the Greater Seattle area again.
Oh god, who was that?
That's Ripsaw.
Yeah, Ripsaw may have an edge for that, sir. Because that's basically where it's gonna go. So Dozer, as you are jumping onto this pad to sort of wait your turn, somebody will shoot you right with their arrow thing, and you will see them shoot you, and then they're gonna kind of look at you, waiting to see your thing change color, and then you are free to step off of the carpet square to effectively engage them in melee.
Fantastic. I'm just gonna shoot him a grin and like, guess it's broken, and then I'm going to punchify him.
I'm going to assume that everybody is not actually going to do lethal damage, those of you with titanium bones.
I mean, I can't do stun with a melee weapon. I'm not trained in such martial arts, but
Like, Dozer has taken the sword that they gave him with the RFID tags in it and just basically like cracked it in half and then taped it to his right knuckles. So if he punches somebody in it, it's going to kill him.
Well, kill them in the way that they are
Kill them
officially...
legally.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Dozer's two-chucksing all through this here.
Yep, no, you may go ahead and roll your appropriate punchifying things.
Is that a porta potty?
Yeah.
Seven successes on punchification.
So, yeah, no, that's... Surprise, surprise. Not what these guys were expecting. So, that guy's suit goes red and yellow and stuff, and he kind of falls backwards from your hit, and you hear him squeal in nerd voice, "He's cheating!"
Don't know what you're talking about. He's just gonna keep on just cycling through, and he'll grab like another guy, and he'll throw him onto the field, and just backhand the third one.
Light show. You and your guys are kind of over there at the battering ram. It takes a little bit before, like, you guys are in position, but by the laws of the event, you're not supposed to do anything until the wall is exploded, because that's the order in which events happened. But you guys are in position, and you may be prepared, because I have a feeling that it's about to explode. Ripsaw, you are right at the front, riding on this drone, drunk. What is your next action here?
Well, if I punch a guy, I'm pretty sure they'll just die. So I probably want to avoid that.
Well, it is possible to intentionally do stun damage, and as I said, we are ignoring the rules in case nobody had noticed.
Okay, awesome. Then
But I am assuming that you are not intentionally trying to murder these effective non-combatants.
No, but my other option, which with Logic 1, is going to be what I'm going to do, because those are already punched people pretty good, so I'm going to take it to the next level.
And threw a person and backhanded another dude.
That's what I was going to do, actually. I was going to pick up one LARPer and throw it at another LARPer.
I love it. Do you have the throw martial art?
I just have non-aerodynamic throwing, and I'm really strong.
Okay. Yeah, no, you want to go ahead and give me a lift carry?
Sure. That's not how you spell roll. That was close.
Okay. So you may pick and choose the person that you pick up, and then he will flail, because that's not how things are supposed to go, and be hucked into another man of your choice, which is going to cause a bit of a mess. And people are going to start kind of pointing at you like, hey!
To be fair, I have my tag on my hand, so I'm technically tagging him as I'm throwing him, so it still counts. But the guy I choose is a portly-looking human with kind of some synthetic elf ears on, so he wants to play one of the elf archers. So I pick him up, and I find another guy who's wearing thick glasses, and I just hurl him and just take them both down.
Well, the second guy is still alive because he was not hit with your
No,
RFID.
I mean like he's gonna fall down because he got hit by a guy.
He was hit with a man's.
We'll have one of our slower orcs walk along with a sword and just slap people as they're down, as they're not tagged. He'll have the highest kill count of the night.
He's just walking alongside Ripsaw going, tag, you're it. Tag, you're it.
Dixie, you are free to engage people at the top of the wall now.
Okay. Since we've all thrown all semblance of playing fair to the wind, I'm just going to deflect people's sticks with my hands.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just go and swing it at people.
Sure. You may go ahead and...
I'm just going to swing the boffer stick, though. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Bonk.
Bonk. Oop.
Man, they might actually not be bonked. Hold on. Nope. So I imagine it just as a very humiliating reach out and go bink.
Right.
Unless you wish to embellish that. You will be happy to know.
I want it to be a humiliating bink.
So, you bink the guy, and you'll see him kind of just stop and look at his thing, indicating that he is dead. And he'll just sigh and roll his eyes a little bit, and then throw in the most exaggerated death throes that somebody ever has done. And it's just like, gives you pause for a moment to look at this guy doing his thing, and you're like, alright, whatever.
You mean like from Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie?
That's right. That's right, String Bean. Move along.
Just kind of step over his still dying body as he reaches up. Ah!
I'll give him a backhanded jab on the way out, too.
Just shut up. All-Star,
Yeah.
do you want to do anything crazy?
I want to bonk people on the head.
Sure, you want to go ahead and roll your bonk?
Yeah. I'll use my club skill.
Sure.
So, and not hit anything.
In case you notice, they are not exactly the most physically capable people to not be bonked.
I know. Neither am I.
That's right, that just means you're going to get involved in an epic duel here.
They also -1 because of my reach.
Oh shit, you're a troll. You guys are on even ground. He has defended
Yeah,
himself
I
from
tend
your bunk.
I tend to get that a lot. Oh shit, it's a troll.
So you guys are locked in a.
Wait. What about my accident on my thingy?
See, that was doing other horrible things.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure no one forgot about the spirit doing the accidents.
No, there's probably some off-camera horrible things happening at a porta potty or two, in addition to some other things. Don't worry, we'll have that show up at a very comically appropriate time later on. So it's kind of one of those situations where you guys get in, like, circle up and are like, but the battle around you is kind of just going on by itself, and it's strange how that always seems to happen in actual movie renditions.
Yep.
So for a moment, it is just a little bit of chaos up here. Things are going amok, and then you guys will hear the sound of the dude running with the torch, as you were, which is kind of
And
like
we have the Legolas girl going about doing her stuff.
yeah. Dozer, you are cutting a swath through these people because you're just straight up cheating.
Yes, I am.
As you do so, you will come to totally not Sean Beam,
Okay.
and you guys will. He'll kind of look at you with a "I knew you were going to be trouble" look, and then set up to fight you and square off. Light show, you can look across and you can see the guy running. Do you want to go ahead and roll like 9 dice for him to see how he gets there, and I will roll to try and Legolas shoot him unless somebody wants to do something to Legolas.
If there is a dude I could throw, or something I could throw at Legolas, I will do so.
Here.
Can I get my spirit to accident Legolas?
You totally can.
Excellent.
So Legolas will be out, like, is kind of more prominently dressed, because they are a main character.
Should I roll perception to notice him first?
Nah, it's fine, because this is the kind of thing that, like, they are calling out for them to stop the guy with the torch, so they kind of stand up on like a box and kind of put themselves up higher because they are a main character.
Good, because I don't like elves.
Oh god, you don't like elves. This works out perfectly. All right, go ahead and roll your spirit's accident power.
Oh shit, close that again. Alright. Accidents is
It's probably just 2 times the force of the spirit.
probably. I have to look it up again real quick. So many things to look up at the same time. Alright, accident is it's an opposing test. When a critter targets someone with this power, make an opposed test using the critter's magic plus willpower against the target's reaction and intuition.
Yeah, its willpower is just its force.
So, alright, so that's 8 and 8 is 16.
Yep.
May I try to inspire the orc by having us trolls, since we know it's about to go down, go boole, boole, boo.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll your inspire thing. Yeah, oops is pretty oopsie. And I'm gonna wait for your inspire. Okay. You could roll 2 more dice for your being a naked barbarian man. Actually, let's just make it 4 more dice because you have your entire squad of gymnastic trolls doing it with you.
Harut, what is your profession?
All right, so
It's a troll Maori haka going on over there right now.
terrible things across the board are going on everywhere. So
So
One, you
I
got
get 11.
yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll 11 dice to for him to not be shot by totally Legolas.
Not Legolas.
Totally not Legolas. Sorry.
Nice.
Man, that's pretty good. And I resist the accent with reaction plus intuition, so let's do.
Yeah, he's inspired, yo.
So with one net hit on your accent power on Legolas, there will still be a glitch here, which is great for you guys, not so great for Legolas. They will get up on the box, go to make their shot, which is now horrifically penalized. And as they do so, the box will tilt, and they will fall backwards onto the ground, because apparently it was on not safe territory. And they will fall upon their butt, and you will hear a feminine squeak of falling on one's butt.
What is he, a chew toy?
Oh, please let him make a shoe toy sound so Snarls Barkley goes.
Oh no.
Get him, Snarls.
Ripsaw, would you like to throw one of your dog treats?
That would.
I absolutely
that
would like
would've
to
been
throw one of my dog
good.
treats.
You may go ahead and throw a dog treat. What have I done?
This is what happens every time you actually like put me on a run.
No, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah, no, 3 hits is on target. So you will, Legolas will fall down and squeak, and then will be looking very confused as a chew toy kind of lands like right in their lap, and then here comes Snarls Barkley, badoosh floof, badoosh floof. Yeah, no, tackles the shit out of Legolas. Oh man, what have I done?
This is going to be such a great VOD.
So we have Dozer squaring off against Sean Beam. Light Show, if you want to go ahead and roll your troll squad as the wall has officially blown up, and the air horn will be sounded twice to signify that it is okay to go on with the next section.
Yeah. The thing is, Lightshow has different plans. We're not going to use it as a battering ram because I've trained these guys in parkour. So we're going to get up to the door and gonna flip it over and use it as an improv ladder and just parkour our way over the wall instead because fuck waiting around.
Should have used it as a vault.
All right, go ahead and roll off your parkour.
Yeah. If you'd allow it to be like a group pole jumping instead, that would be even better.
Yeah,
You're a bunch of trolls. Everyone can lift it and use it as a vault.
I just dread when you try to use it as a caber toss.
So what would you like me to roll here?
Parkour seems about as close as we're gonna have.
Okay. Do I get any bonuses for anything?
So you're gonna kind of do it for your entire squad.
Fair enough.
Because you got 4 hits earlier, so they're gonna kind of be able to follow in your footsteps to succeed or not succeed based upon how well you do.
That's not the best roll.
Do you have
You
edge,
got
sir?
an edge?
No, I don't have edge, and I'm
that's
not
right,
going to be burning edge.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I forgot that you didn't have any edge. I should have given you one for free for doing insane parkour troll pole jumping shit. So you may have an edge, sir, that you can either use now or you may bank it for
I'm
something.
going to use it now because
Okay.
Wee Trog's going to get over that wall.
Yep. No, they did not see that coming, and neither did I. So, in a display of acrobatics that confuses even myself, you will be able to pole core your way, or troll core if you wish, over the wall that really wasn't there to be leapt over, but frag it. Let's do it anyway.
Once I land, I would like to pop Kami.
Oh god. And with that, I think we're about due for another break. I'm taking a guess there. I don't actually know. I suppose I could do this funny thing where I check my my computer, and that would tell me how long it's been since I started this last recording.
It's been about 4 hours.
Well, no, that's the whole thing. I'm breaking it up into
Okay.
sections. Looks like I started. Yeah, no, we are due. So, yeah, guys could grab a drink and stuff, and we'll come back for the assault of the keep.
Sounds good.